Nearly 5 years after our last Western Region cab ride from Exeter to Plymouth, we stood on the end of the famous Platform 1 at Paddington, preparatory to riding in the cab of HST power car number 43139 on the 0845 service from London Paddington to Bristol Temple Meads, over Isambard Kingdom Brunel's incomparable billiard table, Great Western Main Line.
Yes, all live.
Departure was exactly to time as we passed under the famous Bishop's Road Bridge, spanning the ends of the platforms and headed due west. Our train was 2+8, or 2 power cars with 8 Mark III trailers. Alongside us, a Class 47 gave chase with a Network Express.
All we got to hope now is our air conditioning's working.
I went in one of these
Well,
ones.
that's on the front. Oh,
Hot day in one of these can be a bit warm if it's not working.
It's like being in a greenhouse.
Has it got real air conditioning on these things?
Yes, you're just above your head.
Yeah.
The output, it's coming out nice and cool at the moment.
But for the first time in the last fortnight, is the first time in 10 years they've ever worked.
Well, in that case, we're a good omen for you.
47s wait alongside the main line near Westbourne Park to take over Network Expresses. With effect from the 14th of May, they were to have taken over all Class 50 workings on the Thames Valley services, but this had not taken place due to Class 158 delivery delays. To the left at Old Oak is the site of the new Channel Tunnel Depot, which is controversially being built on a wildlife and wildflower area.
Some staff book on at Paddington, although they are actually based at Old Oak. They don't need it, see, because if you wind him out, you can't get it. So they haven't got to maintain the track to such a high standard. So
we're just on flat out acceleration anyway, are we?
Yeah,
oh yeah.
With a 10-car set, you won't ever easy back.
You've got no
Very rarely.
reserve, really, have you?
Between, obviously, towards Sydney as well. They've got a good set.
You're talking about 12 miles before you reach 125.
Oh, that's a bit...
At Southall, the steam depot and preservation sites are to the left of our picture, in the old DMU sheds.
They went up for its trials, I was. Yeah. To overcome the problem.
Well, we've got 120 now. And you've had to ease. What's the restriction?
No, I have to make a running break test.
A running brake test.
Yeah.
No, well, when I get back now, I do all stops on a local to Tournament back.
Well, you really get the other end of it.
Oh, yeah.
What, with a DMU or a Sprinter or something?
There are no current plans to electrify the route. Network Southeast is proposing to replace conventional DMUs with Network turbos. At Slough, the Windsor branch diverges to the left.
Yeah, it was pretty wide coverage then.
Shunters.
No, it was a bad time, generally.
It was a bad time, generally. If we see a freight train at all, really, the only thing
At Twyford, the last of the Thames Valley branches to Henley-on-Thames comes in from the north.
This is Sonic coming.
This one's coming quicker, isn't it? It should actually be going the same speed, of course, shouldn't it?
If we stopped at Reading and they've opened them out together, they should be all things equal.
It's only 50 mile an hour for Reading at the moment, so it won't be good anymore now for Reading. So there's a check on.
What's that? No.
Or is the next signal at the platform?
The next signal is the far end.
Oh, is it? You're seeing that one on the slow lines. I thought there'd be one on the here, although I couldn't see it.
No, that's another.
Battery change time.
Reading has recently been fully modernised, new buildings to the left or south of the line having been opened last year.
We can do when we're standing still, yeah.
As long as we don't do it when we do.
Might get rid of some of the flies each time.
You're going to cover them with dust and smut.
Of course.
And the noise as well if you're standing on the edge of the platform.
The notch too, there won't be any increase in revs on the back power car, it'll stay on the training.
Yeah.
So go out a bit steady. You won't lose any time, you will still be about 7 or 8 minutes early in this one.
The driver's forecast of an early arrival at Swindon was strangely prophetic, but not in the way he expected.
It's a favour to see what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, you only get a bare minimum of time booking on, so you can't go fiddling about.
We'll just go and have a look at the rods.
Like I went there this morning, I said, give us a photocopy of diagram 32. He said, the photocopy is
speed up the wrong or the set's a little bit slow accelerated, you know.
As we passed through Tilehurst, a trackman heard a noise coming from the coach next to the buffet.
Swindon, I would say Swindon is hard. It's Swindon that did.
And within a few miles, we encountered adverse signals.
Spotted an open door or something on the
There have
train.
been animals on the line around here as well, so...
Oh, the other one's bouncing.
Another one on the line.
Our driver and secondman had to call the signalman and had to undertake static and running inspections. Meanwhile, all traffic was halted as they were down on the track, and 15 minutes were lost. A following HST was diverted onto the slow lines and soon disappeared from view as other trains, stacked up whilst we stood still, were let through.
Oh, could he be one going on
To
to
be
us?
honest, we're going to get the dig cop before it.
He could be
Well,
going.
they've been stacking up a little bit because he had to close the lane.
But seldom you see two running on the parallel lines.
I shouldn't have thought he'd been... Might have been.
We passed the other HST just outside Didcot, as we had a clear road through the station.
There's something coming off the Oxford line.
Yeah, they're running it through the station and they'll come out the other end.
You got a cloth?
Nothing untoward had been found, so we were able to resume normal line speed. It was later thought the noise had been a normal suspension wheeze.
Now he's a passenger now.
You get into a position where you're likely to be in a lot of danger.
Yes, of course.
When you're walking around the siding, yeah, you don't come across it with you.
No,
Emergency crossover. Probably the best we're working with. And the
I think
two
you
routes.
quite manage it, wouldn't you?
It's worse come the other way.
This is where they put you in the...
Swindon is but a shadow of its former self, you could say.
That used to be the carriage and wagon section there, that's all dismantled.
Yes,
Swindon was our second stop out of 4. Here we were routed across the through lines to the one remaining platform on the upside. Through trains avoid the station.
No,
No, he didn't look as though he was waiting to get on.
Funny enough, he came down with this one Monday because we had a bit of trouble.
He'd be up here to tell us he was going on to do something.
Yeah, he was
He's not going to be waving you on the back.
vindictive.
Returning to the down main, the famous works appears to be almost intact on our right-hand side, as the eastern frontage still remains.
Oh, I see.
This is the new Swindon works. You're on the right road. This garage where...
That garage.
You should get it for free.
I would have thought...
He subsidised the
However, redevelopment is in progress. The first part currently contains the NRM on Tour exhibition, and the remaining shops are in the process of demolition and reconstruction. A small goods shed is the site of restoration of ex-Southern engines. The South Wales line diverges to the right at Wootton Bassett. To the left is a yeoman's stone terminal.
70 is comparatively slow as a turn-off for an HST, isn't it?
Good job as well.
Yes, it is quite a... Is it still a triangle, or is it...
Stone trains reach the main line at Thingley Junction. Our third stop had been at Chippenham.
What are the sidings used for?
They're military use.
Oh, are they? Yes, they look military.
When you look at it, John,
Like
look at the right
it's the only place in the country with that type of...
As it wasn't Brunel's birthday, the sun hadn't shone directly down through Box Tunnel that morning.
Oh, yes.
The trains used to go in there.
Really? So it was a second, they turned around pretty rapidly, didn't they?
A sprinter awaited our passage at Barthampton, standing on the Avon Valley line.
What is he, John? A Portsmouth or?
It's, yeah, Portsmouth Cardiff.
Oh, perhaps not then. I can't help it. If you live in a...
Sydney Gardens will be seen again later in this programme.
I can't help it.
Throw the wall down.
Tories listening to this video, ban the poll tax.
Do the extension of...
Gone broke?
Yeah.
Bath was the last stop, the station being set at the south end of the Georgian city.
That's great.
Well, it carries on going when you do that.
Yeah.
The Somerset and Dorset once crossed the main line near Oldfield Park.
From the recorder. But it'll give a little flash.
I got it up to 110 and it plugged in on your
100 what?
110.
Well, I don't know where it was, I
They cleaned the
asked.
front of this bridge. Look at the difference in there.
No, lovely, isn't it? Yeah.
Now we heritage it.
It is beautiful.
It took a bunch of days to do it, right?
Scaffolding now, that's for ages, hasn't it?
At Keynsham, no difficulty in spelling that name, a Network 47 passed with a parcels train.
Stop now. I'll slow right down now.
Yep, single yellow again.
Pop up, didn't they?
Well, so they say, I don't really know.
The cutting used to be a tunnel.
This used to be number 3.
Yeah.
And the next one...
Provincial sprinters meant that only engineers and rail freight sectors were unrepresented on this stretch of line, but their stock was seen in the sidings.
Well, because we got a green, haven't we? No? Yes.
Yeah, well, it's
We had a
came
yellow
out
and a
wrong
green.
road through
Oh, I
the
see,
reversible
yeah.
road there. Of course, that made ours.
No
toilets in there? Yeah, you can't stretch your legs out and spread. No, that's true.
A Hampshire DEMU stood at Platform 1 at Temple Meads, now a regular working for these veteran units. But that's preempting the next part of our programme.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
It looks like they're going to clean his ear.
Yeah, we only had a night
don't get me cross then, will you?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, both of you.
We would like to express our appreciation to all concerned in arranging and crewing this journey for us.